Hi everyone. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that I'm not a therapist, but what I do have is 13 years of experience with OCD. And more recently, actually, is I was away at an intensive inpatient treatment program for severe OCD in the States, and I was there for about 5 months as well. And what I learned there that I wanted to bring and take here is just that kind of family atmosphere. Like I found like here's a bunch of people that actually suffer from OCD, and there's an instant kind of bond, and that's what I really wanted in starting something here, that instant family feeling. So what to expect when you come here? What we do is we have an open atmosphere where first off, there's just a couple quick rules. And the first one being is that confidentiality is a huge part of this. So what says, what's said here stays here. The other one is basically being to have the respect for someone when they're talking. And so not to overtalk, but to let them speak and get it out. Another thing really is how the group's based and formatted is that we just go around the room. It's very open, right? And we'll pick one person and kind of let them share their week and how their week's going, and then we just kind of keep going around the room.
If you come out here the first time, there's a group of people here that would welcome you quite readily. You probably will receive support, will listen to you if you want to talk. It's just a real supportive place. You're definitely going to find some support here. You might find somebody that has a lot of the same issues with OCD that you have exactly, and you can talk to them. They'll give you some help. They'll tell you what might work for them, what they've done. It's just a real positive place. What I get out of the group is when I leave here, I feel that I've just spent 2 hours with a group of people that have become friends and almost just like family. And that's based on the fact that we're all suffering from the same thing.
I myself don't suffer with OCD, but I have lived with those who do, and it's a struggle. You have to realize that you're never going to meet those expectations that they have for you, that you will inevitably let them down because there's no way your room could ever be clean enough. You could spend an hour in the bathroom and you're not clean enough, and when you go out in the community, they see it almost as a personal attack on them because they don't love you enough to make sure you are that clean. And you want to make people happy. You want people to be pleased with you as a person. And when they have all these lists of things that they want you to do and you're not able to keep up with that, it's a feeling of being a failure or not being of a standard that they expect you to be at. I think one of the greatest things to come about from someone who's attending a group like this is it opens up a dialogue in the family about how your behavior influences how they react to you and their interactions with one another. And you can kind of sort through those to find out what's positive and what's negative and to go about changing it for the better that will work for everyone involved.
There's a really positive atmosphere, right? There's definitely laughs, there's tears, right? But there is definitely laughs as well, because I want to make it a positive, supporting atmosphere where you can get help, right? That the OCD, you're more than your OCD, that it doesn't take over for you, you're more than it. We're here to help each other out, and if you don't feel like speaking the first or second time, that's fine, there's no pressure.
We probably look just like a normal group, except our age range is from way up here to way down here. And that's the other neat thing about it is, age doesn't seem to be a boundary.
I think a group like this is so important for people to have an opportunity to come outside of themselves, openly admit to what they're struggling with, and not have that look on other people's faces like, oh, I don't know, that's weird, I've never felt that way. It's one thing to build up the nerve to actually be able to say, this is what's wrong, these are the issues I'm having, and to have someone, that level of acceptance that you wouldn't get from someone who's never been there.
Why I started this program is that here in town, in London, Ontario, there wasn't an OCD support group around. And I really wanted to start one so that people can get the help that they really need and deserve.
I think one of the things that I get out of coming to the support group is the fact that it makes me feel good because actually not only am I helping myself, I think I can actually help some other people through my experiences, which boosts the self-esteem a little bit. And when you leave, if you see something that you've helped somebody through a problem, it's definitely gratifying, that's for sure.
I think it's wonderful that Scott has made this available to people, especially for free and so open. And I think Scott really has a very big heart and a great talent for getting to the source of what people are trying to say. He has a lot of insights that are really helpful, even to me. We've had conversations that he's just made me so much more aware of things that are affecting me and my reaction that I was unaware of up until that point.
I know firsthand from personal experience that it can be really, really hard coming to a support group for your first time. And what I want you to know is that, via my website, there's email and a telephone number, and we will gladly meet beforehand if you'd like. You can give me a call or contact me in any way you wish. I can explain what the group's all about, and then the night of the group, I can kind of introduce you to people if you'd like, right? Or if not, and that's okay too, and don't feel pressured. That's the main thing, right? You can come even the first 4 or 5 times if you want and just sit and relax and kind of, soak up the atmosphere, and then hopefully over time, it'll feel like family, right? That we're friends, and that you might feel a little more comfortable to open up. Other than that, I really want you to know that you're not alone anymore, right? That there is help.